It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. Good morning to all my friends. I see there's quite a few people on already this morning. I want to say my hellos. Good morning to Loretta and Leslie and Pat May and Sherry. Who else we got? Colleen. Hi, Ardeen. Let's see who else. We've got Sandy Dolan, Gloria, Diana, and I said Sandy. Brenda, good morning, everyone. Hi. So it is, wow, we're really getting into this new year. Good morning. Oh, there's Teresa. Hi, Teresa. How are you? How are you doing? Nice to see you. So, today we are going to be doing a really fun project that I sort of happened upon. And I hope it's not too early for Valentine's Day, but it is a wood round. You see that? It's made of wood that I ironed directly on, and it says Hello Valentine. But if you don't like this Hello Valentine, there are a few other images that you could do it on. I was just playing around. I don't do my back too well, but I'll get better at that. But I was just playing around. I was working on this because I was trying to do infusible ink on wood, and I said, you know what, I have these. I'm going to just show them how to do this, see how it works out. And it worked out really well. So this is not infusible ink. This is iron-on. And in fact, it's smart iron-on that I'm going to use in my Cricut Maker 3. However, you can do this project with any machine as long as you have the iron on and the image. So it's pretty easy. I did put a link to the wood rounds because I thought it was a good deal. I bought them on Amazon. I think they were very plain when they came, but this is what they look like. Juval. And let's see, I think I got 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I got 10 of these for, I don't know, maybe around like $12 or $13. Might differ wherever you are, but I did get it on Amazon. I did put the link in the description of this video. Before I get started, I just wanted to welcome anybody that was new, because we have quite a few people on today. And if you're new, say hello. Oh, like Sharon McKim from British Columbia. Um, uh, Northern Alberta, Northern Alberta, Sharon McKim. Hi. So Gloria, being impatient, says, when are you going to do part 2 with the laminating sheets? This week we're going to do it, okay? Don't worry, Gloria. You're always keeping me in line, and I love it. I love it. So anyway, before I get started, I wanted to tell you that I am a Cricut product expert, have been a Cricut product expert since 2014. What that means is that I'm not employed by Cricut, but I do get all the fun information and stuff. And so if you want to be in the know with Cricut, you definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So definitely subscribe. Right now, we are only broadcasting on YouTube. We were doing Facebook. I'm trying to fix that. I'm hoping to get that fixed today. But we were just doing Facebook and YouTube, but I had some difficulties around the holidays, so I wanted to make sure that our video turned out okay, and it did seem to be working better this way, but I'm going to continue to try. I know Marcia is sad, so so I'm going to try. Yes, she is. Who? Gloria? Gloria is the best cricketer out there. So, if not sure why my dogs are barking, but just to let you know, if you are new here, hey, you guys, stop. If you're new here, I do have 2 dogs. I hope it doesn't bother you. They generally don't bark. Teddy Bear and Benji are both corgis, Pembroke Welsh corgis, and they have a clear view out the front door, and they love to bark at different things going by. And if I had to wait and do this like in a soundproof booth, I probably never get there. So, so I hope you like dogs. I hope you like corgis. Anyway, so subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will see all of these videos plus 1,000 or more than 1,000 other videos on all different kinds of Cricut stuff, not just cards, which are my specialty, but also things like this iron-on. So let's get to it, shall we? I have made this image with a bunch, not image, just project links available to you. It's called Hello Valentine Round Wooden Sign. I'm actually going to republish it so that it shows up at the top of my projects. And if you are somebody that works with Cricut Design Space, it behooves you. I would recommend that you become part of the Cricut community. It's free and it's a really great way to find others and to get inspiration and ideas. So how do you get there? From your Cricut Design Space, you're going to come right up here to the home page. You see here it says home, and then you can see here there is a general search box right here that you can search projects, images, community, anything you'd like. You can also, if you scroll down, you can see different things like recent community projects. And I'm going to show you really quickly how to get featured on here. I'm having a little trouble this morning with this one, but anyway, if you want to find me and follow me, you could be entitled to, you could win a Cricut Cutie. Do you know what a Cricut Cutie is? He's a little adorable little bug like this, and anybody who follows me in the Cricut community can win one with a bunch of other cool stuff from my studio. So if you want to find me, you can just do a search here. I believe Miss Rita. Let's try that. Yep. So under my projects here, community projects right here. So this is Miss Rita, okay? And you can see me here. I'm going to click on my name so you can see my profile, and we're going to say hello to the new people that are following me. Hey, guess what? We hit the 1,500 mark on followers overnight. That's awesome. That's so great. Let's say hello to our new followers. We've got Juanita, Lynn, Christine, Gael, I think. Gail. Maybe it's Gail. I don't know. Rhonda. Well, welcome anyway. Rhonda, Cynthia, Tanya, Patricia, Sarah, Jenna, Sylvia, Morzenti. What a name. So beautiful. Melissa, Luana, Dominique, Eileen, Linda, Betty, Maeve. Oh, I haven't seen that name in a long time. Brooke, Leisha, Lynn, and Helena. Welcome all to my community profile. I am now following you back, and you will also be entered into our weekly prize pick for the Cricut Cutie. Okay. And by the way, you do want to be part of the community because look, I have 641 shared projects. I just published a bunch of Valentine's Day ones too. So you might want to check those out as well. So let's go to this project. I'm going to go to my canvas. So this is the project. I made a circle just so that I could see what it's going to look like, but I decided not to do a circle background on it. I just did it for my viewing pleasure. Oh, you have calendars? Loretta has calendars in January, February 2023. Why don't they have calendars? I mean, every year, that's like a wicked setup and letdown, isn't it? Every year we get calendars in Design Space for free, and I don't know what's going on, but this year, nobody seems to know why we have no calendars. Come on, Cricut, let's get with the program here. We want calendars for 2023. All right, so this project is a round project. I've been seeing a lot of round down projects. And in fact, I'm going to show you the other ones that are on here. There are lots of really fun circles, you see. And I just chose this one as the one that I was going to work on, but the file actually contains these other ones. So if you choose not to do this one, you like something better, then just check over here on layers. You see here on layers, it's kind of shaded out, and you can just click on there and there's the layer. Now, how did I find this image? Well, you know what? I'm going to, this is my detail page, I guess, of my project. And you see down here, if you scroll down, it says images and fonts used for this project. So I did put in 5 different images in here. And then you could also click on any of these links down here as well. So to find them, all I did was a search, and I'll show you how I did that. I went into images and I just typed in, I think I typed in round. I'm trying to think if I typed in round or circle, but I'm going to type in round Valentine and see what happens. There you go. That's what I did type in, round Valentine. So you can see here that there are a lot of Valentine's rounds available. This one is by Diva Watts Designs. So actually a couple of them are, but you can find more if you do search around. And it's a very simple image. It's really just 2 colors. There's this pink and there's this black. And let me just, this I just put in there as just sort of my frame of reference as to the size. So I knew I had a 10-inch circle to work with. So that's what I did. And for me, I like to have like a visual frame of reference as to what it's going to look like. And so when the image came in, it came in at sort of a different size, and I'll tell you what I did. So here's my 10-inch circle, and I thought I could just go up here and change my height to 10 inches. I think it was just the height. Change it to 10 inches. But if you notice, there's my 10-inch circle. It's slightly, no, maybe it's not the height. Maybe it's the width that I changed. Yeah, let's try that. So if I had a width that was 10, yeah, there it is. So if I had a width that's 10 inches, it's sort of overlapping my 10-inch circle. And so that would have caused a problem. So I had to go over here to my height and change it to 10 inches. And now it's going to fit in or on the circle. The width is not 10, and that's a little bit confusing, but it's not 10 inches wide, it's 10 inches high. And even though it's a circle and it probably should be the same, it has to do with the way they cut it out here. So so that's okay. Okay, so just kind of use your little circle to as a frame of reference. And when you're ready to cut, all you need to do is hide that and you're ready to cut. Now you notice this is two layers, and I'm going to cut it on smart vinyl. So this is smart iron-on, smart vinyl, smart heat transfer vinyl. Cricut calls it smart iron-on. And I'm going to tell you a story about this pink. I've had this pink for 2 years and I've never used it because I didn't think I liked the color, because the box color didn't seem like a nice pink to me. So I never used it. And then when I saw this project, I'm like, oh, now I have a way to do the pink. And then I also have the black here. So in order to do iron-on, we have to mirror our image. But because I'm using smart vinyl, I need to change my material load type right here. So I'm going to go without matte and then mirror. And you can see it's slightly smaller than that. You can move it if you want, it doesn't matter. And then we have to remember to also do without matte and mirror our words. That's the especially important part. Now this has 2 different words and they're not connected, which is fine. I'm going to show you to get around that, okay? So let's go ahead and hit continue. Now, again, I am working on Maker 3, so that means I can use smart materials. If you have a Maker 3 or Explorer 3 or a Joy, you can use smart materials. But if you don't, and a lot of people don't, you can use regular iron-on that you get. There's a lot of great iron-on out there, different colors and what have you. So feel free to look in your stash and find out. So I'm going to go to Browse All Materials, and I'm going to look for Smart Iron-On, and here it is, Smart Iron-On. I'm going to choose that. Now, because both of mine are going to be Smart Iron-On, I'm going to choose Remember the Material setting. I also put a little bit more pressure on my cuts because I want them to really be easy to weed. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hit go once I put this in there, okay? And let's go ahead and put in the black iron-on. And now we're going to put it in with the shiny side down, so the matte side facing you, okay? And we're going to put it in underneath these guides, just like that. And we can just do this. And then all we need to do is hit the load button. So let's go ahead and hit that load button. There we go. Now, as far as these rounds are concerned, I didn't have to do anything to them. They came all sanded, but if you wanted to put something on there, I suppose you could. But I kind of like the wooden sort of plain round effect here, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought I would keep that way. You could also paint these and iron on. And maybe I will try another one with paint because I think that would be fun. I was originally buying them because I wanted to do a circle, a round sign on infusible ink, which, as Gloria asked, we are going to be doing, and we're going to be trying out with polycrylic and also with, what's the other thing? Polycrylic and also with laminating sheets. We're going to try to do the infusible ink. Maybe we'll do that on Thursday. Tomorrow I feel like making cards, so I think we'll do that on Thursday, okay? So we just need these blanks, or if you have something else you know that you bought at the craft store, you could certainly do it, and just use my my little circle guide as a way to size the correct thing. So there's my black. It's all done. And I'm just going to clip it over here. I'm going to keep the rest of this, so I have no waste. There is mine. And then I could also put in, for the next one, I'm going to put in the pink. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I said, I got this when the Maker 3, was it? When the Maker 3 came out, which was, now it's going to be 2 years, or it was more than a year ago. Anyway, they sent me all this stuff, including this Smart Iron-On in pink. And I honestly looked at it and I'm like, it looks too peachy for me. And so I never used it. I just left it on my shelf, all of my iron-on on one shelf. Actually, it takes more than one shelf, but I just never used it. And then I saw this, and there's the importance of having a stash, because sometimes I look at a project and I'm like, what am I going to use to make this? And then I go shopping in my own stash and find something that's going to work. And this was an example of something that's going to work. So it's going to cut that out. And while it's cutting that out, let's come down here. So I know, I don't know why I didn't like it when I first saw it. I just did not like that pink, and for some reason. So again, this is what we're heading towards, is this. It's a really cute little light sign. Before I came on, I tried to put a little bit of twine in here, but I think I need to take a little more time because I was like doing it all wrong. So we probably won't cover that. Or maybe we will, I don't know. Anyway, so here are my cutouts. And We are going to need an easy press or an iron today. This is the easy press mini in the Zen blue. Isn't it gorgeous? And we are going to need that, and we're also going to need a pressing mat. But first we're going to weed. So you see it here, I've got two versions of this. So let's weed the black first. And my lighting's a little bit off today. It's very dark here in New England today, or at least on the North Shore. And so we have to have all this augmented light. Thankfully, I have one of the Cricut lights to keep me well lit. I don't know what I did before these lights because they really do help. They're great task lights. I actually bought them for my son and for myself at Christmas because they were on sale. I got them at Cricut, and let's see. That's that. So we're going to, you notice I pulled out these little bits. These are the inside parts of the letters. You see this flourish there? And then I'm going to take this corner and start peeling. I'm holding this here and I'm just peeling away like this. Don't worry, it's not like vinyl. You can tug at it and it generally doesn't lift because this part is sticky, unlike vinyl, okay? So here we go. And this is the wrong side, but this part here serves as a sort of like a shield from the heat, which is good. Okay, so just put some muscle into it and get in there really well. Okay. So, what else is going on? My son is back to school. Yay! I hope yours, little ones, or the grands are back to school. So now we can seriously get crafting. We have some fun. I'm at a loss because of the calendars. I really am. I know it's sad, but it's true. So, so remember I told you that this hello is going to just be floating around. So you do have to weed that. And what I will do, whoops, is I will take my scissors and cut this so that I don't put it in the wrong space. Okay. So I weeded the black. Now let's get on to the pink. The pink, well, there we go. The pink is really cute. It's like two, I don't know, half circles. So with little hearts in there. So we're going to go to the edge and start peeling away. There's a lot of waste here. I don't generally do this much waste, but I would normally cut this off and leave it for my friend. I give her all of my cuts that I have. I have to call Christine because I know she's in town for a couple of weeks for the holiday. I hope she's still around. So I've got 2 boxes of scraps that I want to give her. So once you take off the majority of it, you're going to just weed the hearts. Now resist the urge to cut this into 2 pieces because even though there is some waste here, it's perfectly, what's the word I'm trying to do? Perfectly, I can't think of the word. Perfectly set up. Let's just say that. Perfectly set up. It's symmetrical, I guess, and makes it easier for putting it on. But here's a trick. If you are using a Joy and you want to make this project, you can cut this in half and it will most definitely be able to be cut on the Joy because see, it's only 1, 2, 3 inches, 3¼ inches, and that's fine because maximum is 4¼ inches for the Joy. So if you want to do this and you have a Joy, just go in and cut through. I might be able to show you that on the at the end. So I'm just waiting. Don't forget to look for all of those hearts. And let me get these aligned, spaced. Yes, all those good words. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for helping me out. I do sometimes forget my words. I'm told that's because I have what's called chemo brain, and so I there's some words that they're right on the tip of my tongue, but I forget them, having gone through chemo a couple of years ago. So anyway, can't believe it's a couple of years ago. Anyway, as far as I'm going on with me, I'm so glad my son is back to school. I have to get my holiday decorations down, and let's see, and I have to clean my house. My sister came by yesterday, and we had a nice lunch with my mom, and she's doing really, really well. She's very happy. And in the new year, we're talking about getting her into some sort of a program so that she can have some interaction with other people. So that's pretty awesome. Now you'll notice that these are not exactly the same. There's a little bit of a cutout here. You see, so that way the Valentine can go right in there. So I'm going to actually do the circle part with the hearts first. And I definitely need my cutting mat. I'm sorry, my heating mat. So this is a heat press mat, I guess. Pressing mat. It's from Cricut. You can use whatever you like. You can also use a towel. I just happen to like them. They're great size. They come in a few different sizes. I happen to like the smaller ones. Oh yeah, my son got his glue gun. I ordered him a glue gun set, so he got that yesterday. He was pretty excited. He calls it equipment. He goes, I could always use more equipment. And yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. So I'm just like kind of whittling this down a little bit so that I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And this is all extra stuff that we can just put away. And I'm going to turn my Easy Press on. I believe it's 2. But if I wanted to check it, I would go to the heat guide, just so that I'm not just willy-nilly saying, oh, I'm going to just put it on medium. But you guys know what the heat guide is, right? And let me just show you if you don't. So here's my iPad. I'm going to go to here we go. I'm on the internet, and I'm just going to type in Cricut heat guide. It comes up here, Cricut heat guide. All right, and then I choose Cricut Easy Press, and then I choose Smart Iron On, and my base material is wood, and then I hit apply. Oh, I'm right, medium for 40 seconds. It says to preheat for 5 seconds as well. We can do that as well, no biggie. And actually, while it's heating up, we can just sort of do that. Why do we do a preheat? We preheat because sometimes there is water, or like little water particles, I should say, in your materials, including when we iron on paper. And so this actually will, because there's no steam on this, it will actually just sort of make that water, because water's in the air, and it will just kind of like get rid of that on your, and make it easier. Basically, the answer is it makes it easier. So now I'm going to line this up on here. And now my Easy Press is done. I'm just kind of testing around. Do I have it on all places? It does sort of stick a little bit. Oops, look at me. I accidentally pressed that button. There it goes. All right. And so it's 40 seconds, but remember, it's 40 seconds on all parts. So it's going to take a little more than 40 seconds to do this. And so don't be like, oh, it's been 40 seconds, so I'm done. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be 40 seconds on the entire surface. Okay. So if you wanted to and you have a larger easy press, you could certainly put this with the larger easy press, or if you have the auto press. But I know a lot of people have the mini. I happen to like the mini. It works really great with paper especially, but it's just kind of easy. It's easy. I love the other machines, don't get me wrong, but I would just kind of rather use my little mini and sit here and talk to you guys while I do it. Uh, Moisture. Thank you, Renee. Everybody's helping me out today. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we're going to make sure now. Remember, this part is just blank, but it has the plastic piece over it. So you're not going to damage the wood. You're not going to like burn it or anything like that. But it's going to come in handy. This piece is going to come in handy when we do the Valentine and the hello, especially when we do the hello. So the hello is going to go here, and the Valentine is going to go there. I don't know why that piece just sort of, and I just shouldn't have done that, but I left it because I was like blah blah talking with my hands. Now what I did notice is that you really need to get in on the edges here, especially like right here. You see how the heart is sort of cut into the half circle, the semicircle. And I'm just going to do down around here, and then I'm going to flip it and do the other side. Make sure I get all around. So yeah, tomorrow I want to make a card. I've been in my head, and this is how kooky I am, but oh whatever. In my head I've been thinking about just like note cards and maybe giving them as a gift. So I wanted to do a series of just plain, no sentiment inside note cards, and I was thinking I would do that for tomorrow. And then on Thursday we'll come back and do the infusible ink on the same wood round, and then also on the wood pieces that we had the other day, last year. And so here we're almost done here. I just get a little bit paranoid because I'm like, I could just do it a little bit more. But we're going to let this cool a little bit, and being on the mat, the mat itself gets hot and it reflects the heat, so it's a good idea to just sort of cool it off, because this is most iron-on is better at a cool peel, in my opinion. I haven't noticed any that a hot peel or a warm peel, it's really the best. So I tried to make sure mine is cooled off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can pull it off and see if it's completely done. But it's not right here. So I'm going to come and just hit that again. Woo, 97 watching, 98 watching I have. And wouldn't it be great to have 100, but oh, well, we can dream, can't we? Speaking of dreaming, did you know that I like to give things away? I love to give things away. And in addition to my weekly Cricut cutie giveaway for being part of the community, I like to do monthly giveaways. Let me just check here. It's kind of, it's right there on the edges. Right? So I do monthly giveaways. And so in 2023, I am giving away a Cricut Maker 3. That's the machine that I just worked on. And as part of that gift, you'll also get a whole bunch of extra like tools and what else? You'll get smart vinyl, smart iron-on, smart paper, some tools, some paper, some pens, and then your choice. There's a couple of learning kits that work really well, and you have a choice of either the paper or the vinyl. And then when it becomes available, you have the choice of the iron-on. These are learning kits by Cricut, and they're just so fabulous. I'm going to show them to you at some point. But I know I keep mentioning them, but it's just, whoops. Now, look, I'm starting to remove this, but look here. I've got one little heart that's not quite down, so I'm just going to come back and sort of hit that right here. Might as well. Maybe I just didn't get that part done. So while I do that, I'm going to flip it over and do this other side. All right, I'm just peeling. I know there's something in the dramatic, but I would rather be less dramatic and more, you know, utilitarian, make sure it works correctly. All right. Now you can buy these rounds, I think, at your local craft store, but I thought that they were pretty inexpensive, like maybe about, oh, I don't know, $1.25 each when you buy them in a pack of 10, and I'll find a way to use them. Oops, look over here. That's fun. So if you'll indulge me, tomorrow we're going to do some cards, note cards, I think would be fun. It is. It's a beautiful machine. So we're talking about the Cricut Maker 3. So every month through the entire year, look at how beautiful this looks. We are going to be giving away that Maker 3 prize. It's $700 retail value. And oh man, I can't wait to give them away. I love to give things away. I love to see people's eyes light up and just be like, that's me. And last month we had, let's see, we had, first of all, in November we did Tammy Beekner one. And then in December, Lori Joe one, which is really cool. Now I have hair. How did I get hair on the back of this? But I don't think it's going to interfere with the thing. So now I'm lining up the black. Now you notice I don't have that hello in there. I could sneak it in if I wanted to. Like just kind of sneak it in here. But I will need to trim around it because I need to sneak it in under. I know that you're probably going, well, duh, Rita, but I didn't think of it when I was first learning iron-on. So you can sneak it in right here. Or you can put it up here, which is where I did my original one, but I think I'll sneak it in right there. You see that? And I don't think it's overlapping. And so it's all ready. So we're going to... if we were going to put it up here, I was going to tell you, do use this little plastic shield cover, okay? But I decided I want to put it right there, and I already has a cover from those other things. Like, you want to protect around it is what I'm getting at. Because having this directly on the iron-on, not so good. Now, I wanted to tell Loretta that I'm sending you this, Loretta. I'm sending you my extra one here. And so, yes, Loretta, will you send me an email? Because I just want to get an email from you anyway with your address. I know you're in Colorado and everything. I have it written down, but I wanted to send this to you because she's such a great admin, isn't she? So great. Oh, Tammy, you're finally feeling better? Oh, you haven't opened it, your prize. Wow. Yay, congratulations, Loretta. Yeah, no, Tammy, I know you got super sick. We want to see you with that machine. Take a picture. Post it on Facebook if you can, and then I will make sure that I get it around to YouTube. So again, we're doing 40 seconds. I'm just going to be mindful of where it's all like kind of loopy and just go around there and make sure I put some heat on there. You see? Now, I'm hanging this. I was thinking, heck, why don't we use this twine and the new glue gun? But I was having a little trouble with putting it on the back. So we'll try it, but I don't know. See how it goes. But look how easy this was. Me with all my talking, and still we've done it in, I don't know, less than 30 minutes or so. So that's pretty cool. Loretta's the bee's knees. I love that. I love that. Yes, she definitely deserves it. I love to send stuff to my friends, and Loretta especially. She's so helpful, isn't she? Okay. All right. I think that might be enough. So let's cool it off. It does get hot in the back, so let's cool it off. I can move this, and then I get my glue gun ready. I gotta plug it in. Oh, where's my little mat? Here's my little mat. My friend Gail sent me this. I don't know if it's a silicone mat. It has so much glitter on it. Isn't that funny? It has so much glitter on it, but it doesn't stick. I think it's so cute, and it matches. It's not a Cricut product, but it does match. Maybe Cricut should come up with something like that, huh? I'm gonna mention it. All right, it's coming off so well. But don't get your hopes up. See right here, a little tiny, gotta give it, ooh, I shouldn't do that. I'm getting the cart before the horse over here. All right. So do y'all have your resolutions all, whatever? Mine is because I've had some health struggles lately. I have not been exercising that much. So the first thing that I did when I got my, look at this. Oh, the E still needs a little bit of heat. So the first thing that I did when I got my Apple Watch was I downloaded the pedometer. And so for me, that's motivation because I can see how many steps I take. And and on a given day, I walk around my house like a mile and a half. I'm like so stunned by that. I'm like, I just walk around my house, the inside of my house, like a mile and a half. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then with walking the dogs, I'm trying, my first effort is to get up to 3,000 steps. What's happening here? Okay, 3,000 steps. And they say you're supposed to do 10,000 steps every day. But Santo got the same thing, and he's like showing me on his watch how many steps he's taking. I'm like, no kidding. You work outside, of course. And so he's like walking 10, 12, 14,000 steps a day. And I'm like, oh, I made 3,000. So be careful who you compare yourself to. All right, so this is just plain old twine. We're going to try this. And, ooh, look at this. I don't like that. Hold on. I don't like the way that lifted. So I'm just going to do this for a little bit. I think a lot of these other demonstrators, they because they don't do live videos, they cut out all the this didn't work very well bit. And I'm like not about that. I'm completely real. And, it's crafting. So you might run into problems that you have to, fix on the way through. So, I think people get a little bit upset when they are, so here's the middle line. So I guess I'm going to put at the middle. Yeah. Oh. Middle. Actually here. I'm just going to use that because I want the string to be centered in the middle, right? Maybe I'll just do a little loop like this. That looks good. But it's all about trial and error, and it's all about learning different tricks. And if you want to learn different tricks, that's all I did, how I got here in my famousness. But I just started watching people do stuff, and I started thinking, yeah, okay, I could do that. Or what if you did it this way? And that's simply because back in the day when I first started with my cricket, the only people that were doing cricket things were not very nice about teaching others. I don't know, they were just kind of showing off a little bit, but I remember thinking, gee, if I ask this person, maybe they'll show me, but they didn't want to show me. Nowadays, everybody wants to show you how they do things. It's great, but when I first started, it was not that way at all. All right, I don't want to burn my fingers, but I want to get this down here. So, yeah. Oh, your alcohol inks are coming in? You did 27,000 in one day at Disneyland? Oh my God. But the thing is, you don't realize how much you walk around. I just didn't know. And, I take a walk with the dogs and I'm like, boom, 2,000, so that's pretty cool. So there we go. Isn't that great? There's our project. Isn't that awesome? It's not quite dry yet, but I'm going to give it a second. And I have this tape here. I don't really need it there now, do I? But I just I want to take good care of my project that I'm sending to Loretta. I'll just put a little tiny bit of more glue there to hold that. All right, and that's it. Well, that's going to do me today, and I did it in under 45 minutes. Isn't that awesome? You can too. You can too. And it's not about time either, because crafting, the time just goes away, and I love that. This has glitter from the mat on there. But what do you guys think? Isn't this cool? Yeah, right, Annette? It's snowy in Colorado, is what Loretta's saying. And Annette's saying she walked 2,500 steps just doing laundry. I hear you. I hear you. Because, you don't, especially if you're a housekeeper, I don't want to say you're a housekeeper, but if you keep a house, yeah, that's better to say it that way. If you keep a house, you don't realize, you got to walk the dogs or, feed the animals and do the laundry and make food. I mean, even in my own kitchen, I'm like walking around. So, it's easy to get to that 3,000 steps. And then, I figured that's my first goal is 3,000 steps. And then I'll work my way up to 5. And then hopefully I'll get to 10,000 steps. Santo's already at 10,000 steps. So he's setting his sight on 15,000. So I don't know. He's in a different class, right? Anyway, that is my project for today. So inexpensive, easy to make, and yes, you can iron on wood, and it came out really nice. It's beautiful. So. Loretta, don't forget to send me your name. And tomorrow we will work on some cards because I know you guys love paper crafts as much as I do. So we'll work on some cards tomorrow. And hopefully I am going to hopefully get the January giveaway up and running this week. And Gail, you walked at least 10,000 steps. I don't know. It's just, I think walking is so underrated. I think that it can really help you. And when people go, oh, well, our ancestors never went exercising, but they exercised when they were working. So, nowadays we're rather sedentary, aren't we? So there we go. Anyway, my nail color is the same as your toes. Ha! So great. Betsy, who's Betsy? Hi, Betsy. Betsy the dog. I forget what is Gail on today. Gail's dog's name is Molly. Is Molly there today? All right. So that's our project for today. Isn't that cool? So easy. I'm going to actually put my name on the back here. and send it to, I think it will fit. It's 10 inches. So I'll figure out a way to get it to you, okay? Loretta, all right, everybody, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow when we make some cards, okay? And you just, get out there. Take it 3,000 steps today, all right? Love you guys. Take care, all right? Bye-bye. Oh, Gail has no pets. Gloria has Molly. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.